Alright, let's dive into pure comfort, the kind of meal that wraps you up like a warm blanket on a chilly evening. Today I'm making Wolfgang Puck's famous chicken pot pie, and trust me, it's just as cozy and inviting as it sounds. This isn't just any pot pie, it's a dish that brings people together, filling your kitchen with warmth and your table with smiles. First, let's talk about what makes Puck's version so iconic. It's a classic, but with a chef's twist that elevates every bite. It's all about that rich creamy filling packed with tender chicken, sweet veggies, and a crust that's so flaky it practically shatters at the touch of your fork. Every layer is thoughtfully crafted for maximum flavor and texture. Classic, but with a little chef's magic, Puck's attention to detail turns a humble comfort food into something truly special. So here's what you need to get started. Gather your ingredients and let's make something unforgettable. I start with boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They stay extra juicy and flavorful, even after baking. Thighs are the secret to that melt-in-your-mouth texture. I season them generously with salt and pepper, then sear them in a bit of butter until they're golden and just starting to crisp on the edges. That sizzle is the sound of flavor building. Don't rush this part. That caramelization adds a ton of flavor. It's the foundation for the whole dish, so take your time and let the chicken get beautifully browned. Now, into the same pot, toss in diced onions, carrots, and celery. This trio is the classic mirepoix, and it's the backbone of so many comforting dishes. Let that soften for a few minutes, stirring occasionally so nothing sticks. The vegetables will start to release their sweetness and aroma, making your kitchen smell incredible. I like to sprinkle in some fresh thyme. It's simple, but it makes the whole kitchen smell amazing. The herbs add a subtle earthiness that really brings the filling to life. Next, I add a splash of white wine. Not too much, just enough to deglaze and grab all those tasty bits off the bottom. The wine adds a gentle acidity that balances the richness of the sauce. When the wine's mostly gone, I stir in a scoop of flour, letting it cook for a minute to get rid of any raw taste. This step thickens the sauce and gives it that classic luscious texture. Then, slowly pour in chicken stock and a splash of heavy cream. The stock brings depth, while the cream makes everything silky and indulgent. This is where the magic happens. It thickens up into that velvety rich sauce that's the heart of any good pot pie. You'll see it transform right before your eyes. I let it bubble away for a few, then return the chicken to the pot along with frozen peas and a handful of chopped parsley. The peas add a pop of color and sweetness while the parsley keeps things fresh. Now the crust. Puck's secret, puff pastry. It's light, buttery, and bakes up into golden, flaky perfection every time. I roll it out just enough to cover my dish, drape it over the top, and tuck in the edges. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Rustic is part of the charm. For that golden finish, I brush it with a little beaten egg. This gives the crust a beautiful shine and irresistible color. And don't forget to slice a couple of vents so steam can escape. Nobody wants a soggy pot pie. The vents also give you a sneak peek at the bubbling filling inside. It bakes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit until the crust is puffed and golden, about 25 minutes. The hardest part? Waiting while the aroma fills your home and your stomach starts to rumble. Your whole house will smell incredible and you'll want to dive right in. It's the kind of scent that draws everyone to the kitchen, eager for that first bite. When it's ready, I let it cool just a bit so the filling sets up. This makes serving easier and ensures every spoonful is perfectly creamy. Dig in with a big spoon and you get that dreamy mix of creamy chicken, sweet veggies, and the ultimate flaky crust. Every bite is a little celebration of comfort and flavor. This is comfort food, Wolfgang Puck style. Simple, honest, but just a little bit fancy. It's the kind of meal that makes any night feel special, whether you're serving guests or just treating yourself. Perfect for impressing guests or just enjoying a cozy night in with family or friends. It's a dish that brings people together and creates memories around the table. Give it a try, and let me know how it turns out. I'd love to hear your twist, maybe a different herb, or a handful of mushrooms for extra depth. I promise. This chicken pot pie will be your new favorite. It's comfort, tradition, and a little bit of culinary magic, all in one dish.